Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me back again. I'm doing my Raw review. Yes, I do have a black eye. Got it from my lovely job. Had it for about a week now, but it wasn't gonna stop me from doing this video, even though I look like shit. But anyways, I'll get to the Muppet stuff at the end of my video or end of my Raw review because it just so much went on through it. But let's start off with the Raw. It started off with the Rock doing a little promo. First, he teased that he wasn't gonna team up with The Rock, which we all, I mean, I'm sorry, with Cena, but we all knew that he was going to. I mean, even if he just teased that he wasn't, he ended up saying that he was gonna do it um, for Team Bring It, that bullshit. But I mean, we all knew that they were gonna end up being a tag team. We all knew that he was going to wrestle at Survivor Series. So I mean, trying to play us as a fool was stupid. But it was nice seeing The Rock back. And then in 2 weeks, he's supposed to be showing up again in a 3-hour live event. Because next week's Raw will be taped. Because they're going to be out of the U.S. I believe they're going to be in England and France and all that stuff. So next week's Raw will be taped. So it's not going to be as the same as it would be live. So I'm not really looking forward to that Raw. But in 2 weeks, I am wondering what's going to go down there. There's rumors that Mick Foley's going to be showing up and all that, but I'm going offhand. I'll have all that news at the end. Oh yeah, breaking news. Evan Bourne has been suspended for 30 days. He failed his wellness policy. That happened. I just read that on Twitter about an hour ago. Pretty shocking. It's the last person I would expect to see get suspended, honestly. But I hope all the best for him. But anyways, let's get back into the Raw. It ended up starting up with the Punk and Henry match. Remember, if Punk wins, he gets his title shot. It wasn't really a match. I think it went 2 minutes long. Uh, what's his name? Rodriguez, yeah. Roberto Rodriguez ended up coming down. Punk came in, and Punk ended up. I don't know what happened. I missed a little bit of the first part of Raw, but I saw uh, the recap. Rodriguez was hitting Mark Henry with his shoe, ended up causing the DQ, and Henry got the win. CM Punk ended up throwing Ricardo back into the ring, and I think Henry did his World's Strongest Slam on him. They didn't show it on TV. I think so much was going on at once. The cameraman didn't hit it, didn't get it on camera, because at that point CM Punk was running to the back to get Del Rio. So kind of a weird little segment, but right now CM Punk will be not facing Del Rio at Survivor Series until later on the show. I'll get into that later. Um, let's see. Oh, after that we had the Divas Battle Royal to be for the #1 contender, and it sucked, and Eve won. So it's gonna be Eve against Beth Phoenix, I believe, at Survivor Series, I guess. Unless they're gonna be facing up at Raw, maybe at the 3-hour live event. But anyways, I think retarded. Why not give someone else a little chance? I mean, granted, Eve's probably the third best diva that they have that can wrestle. But this battle royal was sorry. It was bad as always, and they were dressed up in costumes, which made it work even more dumber. But that's the divas for you. Uh, Their match on the card was Air Boom, which they won't be Air Boom for a while because, like I said, Evan Bourne is suspended, and versus Wade Barrett and Cody Rhodes. What a perfect, awesome tag team that is. That is awesome tag team. It was a really good match. Doesn't help Air Boom losing because they did lose. Wade Barrett ended up doing his finisher on Evan Bourne, got the pin. It doesn't look good for Air Boom because they were supposed to be going strong. But hey, maybe that was signs that he lost, that something was going down. I don't know what they're gonna do with the tag belts now. I don't know if they're gonna let this kind of shadow them away for till Evan Bourne's return, or are they gonna maybe fake an injury for him? I don't know, but I do hope Wade Barrett and Cody Rhodes stay as a tag team because that would be an awesome tag team. I could really see them carrying the titles. Looks like Wade Barrett is getting a really good push right now. I think he's won about 3 or 4 matches in a row. So it looks like maybe they have something in line for Barrett. And as always, Cody Rhodes looked awesome in the ring as always. Um, yeah, but I don't know what they're gonna do with the tag team match, tag team belts now. I don't know if they really announced those suspensions on air. I know they do it on their website, but I wonder what they're gonna do there. After that, we had Big Show versus Del Rio. This one was not too bad. It was a pretty long match. Um, Del Rio lost, which I don't understand. Why he's your world champ, you have him lose to the Big Show. I mean, even before the match, they showed the collapse again. So they were trying to play off that Big Show wasn't 100% quite yet, and all this mess. But why? Then why have Del Rio lose? You know, again, they're making him lose and not making him look strong as champ. This is what they did the last time. I mean, even though granted he's gonna be facing Punk, and I'll get in more into this after the match at Survivor Series. You know, you would like him to look very strong going into that match at Survivor Series, but I'm just ranting. Anyways, yeah, CM Punk ended up coming to the ring after the match because Big Show did his little punch, knocked out Del Rio. Um, CM Punk got in the ring, got on the mic, and said, "I'm gonna do the Anaconda Vice until you grant me my title shot." So he puts it on him and asks him if he's gonna give him his title shot, which he does. So that's what happened. Now we're gonna have Punk versus Del Rio at Survivor Series, which is gonna be a good match. I am excited for. Um, just I just don't understand why they have Del Rio lose. I mean, maybe for that segment, you know, so Punk can take advantage of him while he was down. But still, you don't have to have that happen. You could have had the Big Show knock him out after the end of the match after Del Rio won. You know, he could have had Del Rio even lose dirty to the Big Show. You know, I wouldn't have cared. Just have him win and make him look, you know, strong. He's a heel. You can cheat to win. You know, it would make perfect sense. But I don't know. Just I'm ranting again. So yeah. After that, we had Swagger versus Santino, another squash match for Swagger. I don't know why the fuck they're doing this to Swagger. Swagger's one of their good wrestlers on their roster, and they're treating them like shit. You know, I like Santino as a comedian. He's very funny, um, but not as a wrestler. I would never, ever put Santino over Swagger. Never. It just wouldn't make sense. You know, it was just dumb. Another 2-minute match. After that match, we had Ziggler versus Ryder. Yes, between these matches, there was Muppet segments I will get into, but not too many that I'll talk about. You know, I was excited for the Muppets, but I'm not really big into the Muppets like everybody else is. No offense, but there were some funny segments that I'll get into after the review. After that, we had Ziggler versus Ryder. This one was a solid match. Again, Ziggler showing how great he is in the ring and how he's the best seller in WWE right now. He made this match again a great one. I'm sorry, good one. It was a solid TV match. Looks like Ryder will be getting another shot at the title soon, possibly Survivor Series. But yeah, it was a really good match. I really enjoyed that match, and it was probably the longest one that they've had. You know, I'm not really sure how long the pay-per-view match was, but I think the one on Raw last night was longer, and I thought that was the better of the maybe 3 matches that they've had so far on TV. I thought that one was the best. After that, we had Cena versus The Miz at the end of the main event. I forgot to let y'all know after the DiBiase match, I'm sorry, the Cody Rhodes match and Wade Barrett match, Christian came down and started attacking Evan Bourne and Kofi Kingston, and Sheamus made the save of, they go Sheamus, of course. But yeah, that's what happened after that match. I forgot to mention that in their tag match. Yeah, main event was Cena versus The Miz. This one was an alright match. You know, somehow Cena and The Miz, I think, have gotten better chemistry, and their match is pretty good. Of course, Cena won, which makes no sense. And after the match, R-Truth attacked him, and he went over on R-Truth. So why do you need The Rock to help you at Survivor Series? It makes no sense at all. You know, you could have had him beat the Miz and then have Truth come out, beat him up, and they attack him at the end and then in the show. You know, you don't have to have. I know it was a feel good show. The Muppets were on there, and it was Halloween, so there was probably a lot of kids there. So they probably wanted Cena to go over with the crowd. I understand that, but to make the storyline make sense, you gotta have the Miz and R-Truth go over on Cena, so it makes it more believable that when they have their match at Survivor Series, that he needs The Rock to help him. You know, bad booking at the end of that match. I'm sorry. I know it's being a nitpicker because Halloween was about the kids and the Muppets and all that stuff, but it makes sense with the storyline, please. This makes sense with the storyline. Just bad booking, but overall, the Raw was was entertaining. It was a 6 out of 10. There was no Triple H or Nash segments. They only showed what happened last week, and they show that Nash is now re-signed with WWE. So it looks like we're going to see a match with Triple H down the line. Not sure if it'll be at Survivor Series or maybe at Royal Rumble, but I'm not really looking forward to that at all. But yeah, that was about it. The segments that I liked with the Muppets is the ones I'll mention. Kermit calling Vicky Swagger's mom. I'm sorry, Kermit calling Vicky Swagger's mom. Oh yeah, a friend of mine off Twitter, Kevin, gotcha, mentioned how Kelly kissed Kermit the Frog, making him know she's a slut. Bravo, I remember that. As you all know, Randy Orton had an interview saying that Kelly was a big old whore. I haven't listened to the interview, but I heard the feedback of what he said. My friend sent the audio to me. I have not listened to it yet, but yeah, Kelly, big old slut. Anyways, they had a Miss Piggy shown with Job Mo rubbing his body and all this bullshit. Not accept. I didn't want to see that shit. They had a nice segment with Vicky and Miss Piggy, of course. That was pretty good. Cody Rhodes put a bag on Kermit. I laughed at that. They had a Beaker and Sheamus segment. That was hilarious. They had God, what was those two old guys? I can't even remember their names. I'm sorry. Making fun of Michael Cole and his commentary. Oh yeah, they didn't have the Michael Cole and JR match because they ran out of time. It seems he made up some excuse about JR, but I think they ran out of time in the show to even have that match. So I think it's gonna happen next week. And yeah, that's about it. That's the only really segments I have that I liked. They did have more, but that's the ones I enjoyed, that they were funny. Uh, yeah, but other than that, Raw was alright. Had 3 good matches. The Del Rio, Big Show, the tag match, and the Ziggler match. Um, they progressed in the storylines with CM Punk and Del Rio, but they fucked up at the end with the booking, I thought, with the Cena and the Miz match. But other than that, that's about it. Um, Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Please comment and let me know what you thought about Raw last night and what you liked and what you didn't like. And yeah, that's about it. Y'all have a good one, guys.